Hello, and welcome back to Talk About It in English. I am Sarah, and I am so happy you are here with us today. If you have been following our recent episodes, you know we love helping you take the English you learn in textbooks and actually use it in your real life. We want you to feel comfortable, confident, and natural when you speak. Today, we have a very special topic. It connects perfectly with the idea of managing your time and being productive.
That is right, Sarah. I am Mark, and it is great to be here. You know, lately we have noticed a lot of people talking about productivity. Everyone wants to organize their life. We watch videos on how to stop wasting time, how to build a morning routine, and how to use a calendar. That is fantastic. But here's the problem. When English learners try to talk about those plans, they often make one specific mistake. It's a small grammar mistake, but it makes a big difference in how you sound.
Exactly, Mark. It's the classic "I will" mistake. Imagine this situation. You have a beautiful new calendar. You have written down all your meetings and your gym sessions for next week. You feel organized. Then a friend asks you, "So, what are your plans for Monday?" And you say, "I will go to the gym at 5 p.m." or "I will have a meeting with my boss." Now, grammatically, people understand you, but natively, it sounds a little bit strange.
It really does. It sounds unnatural. When you say, "I will go to the gym," to a native speaker, it sounds like you just decided right now. It sounds like a promise you are making in this moment, not a plan you made yesterday. If you want to sound professional and fluent, you need to stop saying "I will" for your schedule. Today, we are going to fix this. We are going to teach you the tense you actually need for your calendar.
And trust me, once you make this switch, you will sound so much more advanced. It's an instant upgrade to your speaking skills. We are going to break it down into 3 clear parts. First, why will is wrong for plans. Second, the correct tense to use, which is the present continuous. And third, how to talk about your goals using going to. By the end of this episode, you will be able to describe your whole week perfectly. So if you want to speak about your life in English and not just study grammar rules, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. We have new topics coming every week to help you talk about everything from your job to your health.
All right, let's dive into the first part, the will trap. Sarah, why do so many students love the word will? I hear it all the time. I will go to the supermarket. I will meet my friend. I will study English. It seems to be the default setting for the future.
I think it's because it's easy, Mark. In many languages, there's just one future tense, so learners translate that directly to will. They learn in school that will equals future, and that's true, but English has many ways to talk about the future, and each one has a specific feeling. Will has a very specific job. We mostly use will for instant decisions.
Instant decisions. That is a great way to put it. Can we give them an example of an instant decision?
Sure. Imagine we are sitting in a room and the phone rings. I don't have a plan to answer the phone. It just rang. So I decide in that second. I say, "I'll get it. I will get it." That is an instant decision. I didn't write "answer phone" in my calendar 3 days ago.
Exactly. Or imagine we are at a restaurant. The waiter comes to the table. You look at the menu and you decide right then and there. You say, "I will have the chicken." You didn't plan this last week. You decide it now. That is perfect usage of will. It's spontaneous. It's a reaction to the present moment.
So think about how that sounds when you talk about your schedule. If you say, "I will see my doctor on Tuesday at 3 p.m., it sounds like the phone just rang and you decided to go. But a doctor's appointment is not an instant decision. You had to call the office, you had to book the time, the receptionist had to write it down. It's an arrangement.
That is the key word, arrangement. An arrangement is something you have organized with another person. You have a time and a place. It's fixed. It's in your diary. It's on your phone's calendar. When you have an arrangement, you should not use will. Using will makes you sound unsure or like you are just making a promise to yourself.
Right. If you tell your boss, "I will finish the report on Friday," that sounds like a promise. I promise I will do it. But if you say, "I am finishing the report on Friday," it sounds like a schedule. It sounds like you have blocked out the time to do it. It sounds more reliable.
So if will is for instant decisions and promises, what do we use for these arrangements? What is the tense for the calendar? This brings us to part 2, the fix. The tense you need is the present continuous.
The present continuous. You probably already know this tense. You use it to talk about what is happening right now. For example, I am speaking. You are listening. We are learning. It is the verb to be plus the verb with ing. I am doing. She is working. They are playing.
Wait, Sarah, students often ask me, but Mark, present continuous is for now. How can I use it for the future? This is the secret that textbooks sometimes hide in the corner. Native speakers use the present continuous for future arrangements more than any other tense.
It is true. We use the present structure, but we add a future time word. That is the trick. If I say, I am working, it means right now. But if I say, I am working tomorrow, it becomes the future. The grammar is exactly the same. We just change the time.
Let's look at some examples of this in action. Sarah, let's pretend we are looking at your calendar for next week. Tell me about your Monday, but do not use will.
Okay, I am looking at my Monday. At 9 a.m., I am meeting my team. Not I will meet. I am meeting. The appointment is fixed.
I am meeting my team. That sounds perfect. It sounds professional. What about lunch?
At 12:30, I am having lunch with a client. I booked the table yesterday, so I am having lunch.
And what about after work? Do you have plans?
Yes, I do. On Monday evening, I am going to the gym, and then I am cooking dinner for my sister.
Notice how natural that sounds. I am meeting, I am having, I am going, I am cooking. It flows. It sounds like Sarah is in control of her life. She isn't guessing. She has a plan. If she said, I will meet my team, then I will have lunch, then I will go to the gym, she would sound like a robot making a list of commands.
Exactly. It sounds stiff. The present continuous is fluid. It connects your life together. This is why we say this video connects with productivity. If you want to feel productive, you need to speak like a productive person. A productive person has arrangements, so they use the present continuous.
Let's practice the structure a little bit more. The formula is very simple. Subject plus am, is, are, plus verb ing. And don't forget the time. You usually need to say when it is happening, so people know it is the future, not now. I am flying to New York next week. He is seeing the dentist on Thursday. We are getting married in June.
Mark, what are some common verbs we use with this tense? Because we don't use it for everything, right? It is mostly for social and work plans.
That is a good point. The most common verbs are ones involving movement or meeting people. Go, come, meet, see, leave, arrive, fly, stay. These are the classic diary verbs.
Let's try a little quiz for our listeners. I am going to give you a situation, and I want you to think of the sentence using present continuous. Ready? Here is the situation. You have a ticket for a movie tonight. The movie starts at 8 p.m. How do you say that? Do not say, I will watch.
Think about it. You have a ticket. It is an arrangement. You would say, I am seeing a movie tonight, or I am going to the cinema tonight. Did you get that? I am seeing, not I will see.
Let's try another one. This is a work situation. You have scheduled a Zoom call with a customer for tomorrow morning. How do you tell your colleague?
The verb is talk or call. It is scheduled. So you say, I am talking to the customer tomorrow morning, or I am calling the customer tomorrow. It sounds definite. It sounds certain.
Now, I want to address something, Mark. Sometimes students get confused between I am doing and I am going to do. They sound very similar. I am meeting him versus I am going to meet him. Is there a difference?
This brings us to part 3, the ambition. We have talked about will for decisions and present continuous for arrangements. But what about going to? Going to is the bridge between them. We use going to for intentions.
Intentions. That means something I want to do or something I have decided to do, but maybe I haven't booked the specific time yet. It is a plan in my head, but maybe not fully in my calendar.
Exactly. Let's go back to the productivity topic. Maybe you watched a video about healthy eating. You decide, okay, I want to eat more salad. You haven't arranged a date with a salad. You haven't booked a table. It's just a general plan. So you say, I am going to eat more salad this week.
I am going to. That is the structure. Subject plus am, is, are, plus going to, plus base verb. I am going to try. I am going to start. I am going to learn. This is perfect for goals.
So if you look at your to-do list, you might have things that are fixed times and things that are just goals. For the fixed times, use present continuous. For the general goals, use going to.
Let me give you an example of mixing them. This is a very natural way to talk. Listen to this sentence. On Saturday, I am playing tennis with John at 10 a.m., and then I am going to clean my apartment.
Did you hear the difference? I am playing tennis. That is an arrangement with John. He is waiting for her. I am going to clean my apartment, that is her intention. She wants to do it, but she hasn't made an appointment with her vacuum cleaner. It is a task, not a meeting.
But here's the good news. In casual conversation, present continuous and going to are often interchangeable. If you say, I'm cleaning my apartment on Saturday, that is also perfect. It just sounds like you are very serious about it. You have scheduled it.
The most important thing is to avoid will. If you say, I will clean my apartment, it sounds like a promise to your mother. I will do it, Mom, I promise. But if you say, I am going to clean it, it is a plan.
Okay, we have covered a lot of grammar logic, but the best way to learn is to practice. We need to get these phrases into your mouth. We are going to do a shadowing workout. I'm going to tell you a story about a very productive week. I want you to listen to the rhythm, and then I want you to repeat the sentences after me.
Shadowing is powerful. Do not just listen, speak out loud. If you are on the bus, whisper. If you are at home, speak clearly. Try to copy Sarah's speed and her intonation. Notice how she glides over I am. She doesn't say, I am meeting. She says, I'm meeting. I'm meeting. The contraction is key for natural English.
Are you ready? Let's imagine this is your week. We will start with Monday and go through to the weekend. Repeat after me. I have a crazy week coming up. On Monday, I'm starting a new project at work. I'm meeting my boss at 10 a.m. to discuss the details. We're having lunch together at noon.
Great, keep going. Notice she said we're having, not we will have. Keep shadowing.
On Tuesday, I'm flying to London for a conference. I'm staying at a hotel in the city center. I'm giving a presentation on Wednesday morning. I'm really nervous, so I'm going to practice all night.
Did you catch that last one? I'm going to practice. That is her intention. She hasn't booked a meeting to practice, but she intends to do it. Okay, Sarah, bring us home. What about the weekend?
I'm flying back on Thursday night. On Friday, I'm taking the day off. I'm seeing my parents for dinner. And on Saturday, I'm not doing anything.
I'm not doing anything. That is my favorite plan. Even for doing nothing, we use the present continuous. You wouldn't say, I won't do anything. You say, I'm doing nothing, or I'm not doing anything. It is a planned rest.
How did that feel? Did you notice how much faster it is to say I'm meeting compared to I will meet? It connects better. This is why native speakers speak fast. We use these contractions and these structures that flow together.
Now, let's talk about time markers for a moment. Sarah used a few prepositions there. She said on Monday at 10 a.m. in the morning. These are small words, but they are the glue for your schedule.
Yes, if you want to sound organized, you need to get the prepositions right too. The rule is simple. At is for clock times, at 5 p.m., at noon, at midnight. On is for days and dates, on Monday, on my birthday, on the 5th of July. And in is for parts of the day, months and years, in the morning, in the afternoon, in July, in 2024.
So let's combine it. Present continuous plus preposition plus time. I am leaving at 4 p.m. I am seeing him on Tuesday. We are moving house in September.
It is like building a Lego set. You have your blocks. Block 1, the person, I, she, we. Block 2, the verb to be, am, is, are. Block 3, the action, meeting, going, doing. Block 4, the time marker, on Monday. Put them together and you have a perfect sentence.
Let's try a challenge, Sarah. I am going to play the role of a friend who wants to make plans with you, but you are very busy. You need to reject my invitation using the present continuous. This is a very useful skill, saying no politely by explaining your schedule.
Oh, this is a great scenario. Being busy is a common problem. Okay, Mark, ask me out.
Hey, Sarah, do you want to grab a coffee on Wednesday afternoon?
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm working late on Wednesday.
Ah, that is too bad. What about Thursday evening? Are you free?
No, I'm busy then too. I'm having dinner with my sister on Thursday.
Okay, you really are busy. How about Friday night?
Friday night works. I'm not doing anything on Friday.
Perfect. See, that was a very natural conversation. Sarah didn't say, I will work late. She said, I'm working late. It sounds like a fact. It sounds like she can't change it. If she said, I will work late, I might try to persuade her. Oh, come on, don't work. But I am working sounds fixed. It makes your no stronger.
That is a really good insight, Mark. Using the continuous tense shows that your time is already taken. It protects your schedule. If you are trying to manage your time better, language is a tool. Use grammar to set boundaries. I'm studying, I'm focusing, I'm taking a break. These are powerful statements.
We have one more small nuance to cover. What about the words start and finish for schedules like trains or movies? Sometimes you hear, the movie starts at 8. That is not will, and it is not continuous. That is present simple.
Yes, that is the timetable tense. We use present simple for things we cannot control, things that run on a public schedule. The train, the bus, the flight, the movie, the conference start time. The train leaves at 9 p.m. The conference ends at 5 p.m.
So compare these two sentences. I am leaving at 5 p.m. versus the train leaves at 5 p.m. I am leaving is my plan. I control it. The train leaves is the station's plan. I don't control it.
So for your personal calendar, your meetings, your dinners, your gym sessions, stick to present continuous. I am doing. For the public world, buses and movies, use present simple. It starts. And try to delete I will from your schedule vocabulary entirely.
Unless you make an instant decision. If you suddenly realize you forgot milk, you say, oh, I'll go to the store now. That is fine. But if you planned the shopping trip yesterday, say, I'm going shopping later.
We have covered a lot today. Let's recap quickly before we give you your final challenge. To talk about your future plans naturally, number 1, avoid I will for arrangements. Number 2, use present continuous, I am doing, for fixed plans with a time. Number 3, use going to, I am going to do, for intentions and goals. And number 4, use clear time markers like on Monday or at 5 p.m.
If you master this, you will never feel stuck when someone asks, what are you doing this weekend? You won't have to translate in your head. You will just say, I'm relaxing, or I'm visiting friends.
So here is your challenge for today. I want you to open your calendar. It can be the app on your phone or a paper diary. Look at tomorrow. Find one thing you have planned. It could be work, it could be a meal, it could be meeting a friend, even if it is just waking up.
Once you find that event, say a sentence out loud about it. Use the I am-ing structure. For example, I am waking up at 7 a.m. or I am driving to work at 8 a.m. Say it 3 times. Let your ears hear the correct grammar.
And if you want to take it a step further, write that sentence in the comments below. Tell us one thing you are doing next week. Not will do. What are you doing? We would love to see your plans.
And remember, talking about your life shouldn't be stressful. It should be as natural as living your life. By changing this one small habit, swapping will for am doing, you sound more confident, more fluent, and more like a native speaker immediately.
Thank you so much for joining us on Talk About It in English. We know you are busy, so we really appreciate you spending this time with us. We are making more episodes just like this to help you handle every conversation topic you face. Next week, we are going to talk about something very exciting, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it.
Good luck with your plans this week. Stay productive, stay organized, and keep talking. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye for now.
See you later.